Hello, everybody. It is Friday, the 13th of May. I want to talk about how to use our fear correctly so that it will serve love, because it can. It is all these energies that are inside of us, our emotional energies, and I wouldn't call them a beast, but they are most certainly a wild thing. And they're not supposed to run away with us, but we must put them to good use. We must use them correctly, and then we put them to use because they should serve something. They should create something out of that energy. And then what should it serve? And I say your fear can serve love. They can serve anything. At the moment, fear is being used by those that want dominion, and it serves them by keeping us down. But your fear can give you strength that you can then put toward your love. And that is what I want to show you here. And that is, in fact, the entire knowledge of the Old Testament. That is the knowledge they had, or somebody had. And that is that at a point, fear can give you enormous strength. Yeah? I mean, because everything is concentrated into just a few options. The whole energy is concentrated into just a few options. And then it will give you enormous strength for those options. So there's where but that's what you must first of all do. First of all, you must convert your fear by giving it a focus point, something that it should do, and then turning it into strength. So now, how would that work with love? Well, again, if you love something, if you truly love it, and you can see they're doing something wrong, something that is hurting themselves, that hurts others around them, yeah? So you can fear for them. That is to say, you can fear the consequences that it will have for them and for others around them. And then out of your love, combined with that fear, will come the strength to do something about it. Because on its own, love is a piece of butter. Yeah, it is soft as anything. When your little ones look at you and, Mommy, I'm really unhappy, I need, and there goes the hot knife through the butter. So it needs strength. It needs to be given of strength of the other side. You must combine them. And then you can do in love, and it should be done in love, not in fear. Fear was already converted into strength, so fear is no longer there. And then add that strength to do something in love. Now, this is the first thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about something else in this video as well, and that is how to guard yourself from the backlash, because there will be one. And it's not necessarily good. So if we stand in love, yeah, in strength and in love, we are wide open. We are wide open. We are vulnerable, extremely vulnerable. And if we work a correction, that is mostly it is either we say something or we do something, or we might just pray for them. So if you just pray for them, you're pretty safe, as long as they don't realize you're doing it. But if it is action you're taking, there will be a response. And if they are not ready to receive your criticism or your attempt at correction, if they don't receive that as love, but they're seeing themselves attacked, they may not even see that there's a need for them to change. So then there will be a backlash. And as I've been reading a lot of Greg Braden at the moment, and a lot of it has come out of this, and it's kind of putting my own spin on it or adding to it what I was thinking anyway. But there was something he said, and he was talking about blessing in a way that, again, I had never thought about it in that way. And he said what a blessing actually is the acceptance of something. Yeah? And that is not accepting it as good. Yeah? Or bad. So you accept that it just happened. That doesn't mean you're saying it's good. But you just accept it did happen. So that's the first thing. Accept, the backlash did just happen. And to me, the other thing that should be there is forgiveness. And you work forgiveness by knowing the place that they're in. Because, as we go to a higher level of understanding, means we were in that place. At one point, we were in that place. We know that place. And there can be forgiveness. The reason why you should work a blessing and forgiveness at that moment is, so when this rejection will hit you, and it will hit you, like a truck, and it will hurt. It is to convert that hurt, or to dissolve that hurt. If you fight it, you will give to it, you strengthen it. If you disregard it, it will sit there and fester. So one way or the other, you need to dissolve the hurt at that moment. And to me, that is the way. First of all, you need to accept. Acceptance is, again, the first level of love. It is also the last level of grief. Yeah? So acceptance and forgiveness out of the knowledge of the place that they're in. And again, not saying I accept the place that they're in. No, I'm going to come back for more. I'll try again. I keep trying until you see what I'm trying to say to you. But as I say, we have to find a way to deal with the backlash so that it doesn't hurt us. And their acceptance and forgiveness is the way, so that it doesn't enter into us and it dissolves there and then. It should dissolve there and then. So, and this is the way I think we should be going, because our love, it cannot be just a piece of butter, and it is not just giving. Sometimes I don't know if it is taken away, because if you see the concept of the Creator does not actually take away. It is the form itself that removes itself from receiving through its action. Yeah? So if you don't receive of the light, doesn't mean the light is not there to give to you. It's there all the time. But through your action, you have removed yourself. You are no longer receiving. So then again, our action is not so much taking away, but no longer feeding what is wrong. Taking away from feeding it. So that is it is an action of taking away, but it's not taking something from the person, just no longer given into the wrong thing. Stop that and try to feed the right thing. And when you start doing that with people, maybe you have been acquiescing to what they were doing. You weren't correcting them, you just let it go. You didn't have the strength to go up against it, so they're quite comfortable now in what they were doing all the time because you never corrected it. When you suddenly find the strength to correct it, it might come as a bit of a shock to them. But that is what we must do. And as I said, there is a strength, and the strength should come out. It is born out of love in the first instance. It creates a fear for them And yes, self-preservation, because it might affect you. So self-love, fear about what will happen to you. That fear should create strength. It should be converted into strength, and that strength goes back into love. And then love should work a correction, meaning well for the other person. And it is either no longer giving to what it is they're doing wrong, and giving what is right. And as I said, if we have acquiesced for a long time, that might come as a bit of a shock to whoever it is you're working to, then guard yourself against the backlash, because it will come, and don't judge them. Because, I mean, if you have been in acquiescence for such a long time, you kind of added to their behavior, because you created a safe space for them to do it. So it's not all their fault. You have, through your acquiescence, you have added to it. But this is what we need to work. And I said to work our energies correctly, and in the first instance, don't do away with energies, but learn what they work, how to convert them into the right thing, and then put them to work in the correct place. They're all there to serve, and you can give them different tasks to perform. They can be the servants of love. Every one of your aspects can be a servant of love. You just need to find the right way to use it. Anyway, I leave it at that for today, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.